勉勉強強關攝影藝術事嘅牙任，亂入全球連鎖攝影藝廊 Yellow Korner 做一日店員，體驗藝廊日常工作之外，仲了解咗呢個法國品牌點樣降低攝影藝術品嘅收藏門檻。即睇 Yellow Korner 香港區域銷售經理 Sheena 嘅專訪。
Hi everyone, welcome. I'm Sheena. I am the retail area manager for Yellow Korner. So Yellow Korner is a photography gallery representing many different talented international photographers. The works are of a limited edition and they're produced in Europe. I think also quite special about the brand is that we can offer different sizes, finishes, and framing options for our clients. So it's very adaptable and accessible according to the client's personal needs. The brand Yellow Korner was actually founded in 2006 by two friends in Paris, and they're both very passionate about photography from a young age. Since then, they've expanded globally around the world, over 100 galleries now. And we opened Yellow Korner in 2013 in Hong Kong for the first time. We could really see the potential in Hong Kong for an arts hub in the region. For example, we have a lot of galleries in the city, over 120. And even recently, a lot of young galleries we see emerging with young talent. Besides galleries, there are art fairs, such as Art Basel, and art auction houses too. So I think it creates a really great ecosystem for arts in Asia too. There's a plethora of steps to go through for the daily operations. So this can include making sure that all the display is on point. We have labels attached to all the artwork so the information is very visible. We have small formats, we call them our art shots. They're displayed in these towers and buckets for clients to discover and flip through. We've got to make sure that they're not all mixed together because there's so many options to choose from, so making sure that they're organized by category, by artist name, by subcategory. And then of course, clients come in for different reasons. We've got to make sure that we are advising them and giving them many different options to explore for their needs and following up afterwards too.
There is one mission that my boss asked me to do here. It's a one-day stuff here, I guess.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Like a one-day internship at Yellow Korner, Hong Kong?
Yeah,
okay.
So I have to, maybe I have to introduce like the photography works to customers here.
All right, so I'll give you a very quick crash course for one day.
You have
I hope you can keep up and remember everything.
Those customers away, yeah.
But if you don't remember everything, you can always ask me. I'll be nearby to help.
Wow.
But I'm believing in you. You can do it.
Okay, even I can't believe in myself.
Don't say that. I'm sure you can do a great job. So you can also show the clients.
I can remember that.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, let's wait for a client to come into the gallery and see how you do.
Okay. Hello.
Hi.
Do you like this?
Photographer.
Really?
Is he in Hong Kong?
Oh, he's from France, I guess. No, I guess I know that. This is his name, Noran de Craig. Yeah. He's like, he traveled like around the world always, and he took the series of photos in Hong Kong. So.
I love the technique. It looks almost like sketch. I really like it.
Oh
So
yeah.
what is it, the
Material, the picture. Okay, the material. Wow. Let me introduce like. You can see like if you want to know the texture or the material of this photo, you can check it here. It's made by premium acrylic finish. So this is our last pieces. If you really like it, you have to be quick.
Okay.
Yes, although the photographer's name is D. Craig. Yeah, you have to be quick if you really want it. Yeah.
Okay.
Frame here.
I like the white one.
You like the white one? Okay, I can show you the white one then. It's perfect. Perfect ones. Yeah. So it's great, right? Yeah, I agree with that.
Okay, then I would like this one, please.
Okay. But do you know how much is it? I'm checking it. Okay, sorry. Okay. Oh yeah. Yeah. No.
To explain
Here,
this
yeah.
part, the art shots are priced from A, B, and C. It just depends on the photographer, and to find out, you look on the back. For example, this one here is a C category,
Okay.
which would be
Yeah.
950.
Yeah.
And then the frames for black and white frames are 380.
Yeah.
So for this one,
It's a B.
so the total will be 1,230.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. You're welcome. Thank you, manager.
Okay.
It's a good start. I think confidence is key. As long as you want to talk and approach the client and they're eager to learn more, then I think he's done a good job.
Wow.
So you employ him?
Absolutely, yes. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I think let's wait for the physical work. The gallery manager has a very high standard on display. So yeah, you will see.
We do a display change every 2 weeks and a window change every week. So yes, Anna and I do a lot of physical labor to make sure that the display is very fresh for our clients regularly. Yeah. So here we have some shots of Paris and also of Hong Kong. So I think it really represents both cities where the gallery is represented very nicely. So we have the library in Paris here, and then of course the iconic monster building over there. It is a nice contrast between the two.
This is a library in Paris.
Yeah.
Paris view.
I wanted to tell a story between the two environments, definitely.
Okay.
Kind of representing our company with the Paris
It's a
background
kind
and
of
connection.
storytelling.
Yes, I think it's important for the gallery to have some sort of storytelling thread through the works. So earlier today, we sold this work here by German photographer George Dickmann, and I'll need your help to pack it for the customer.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so let's go have a look in the storage room. Yeah, there we go.
Okay. So
Let's take it outside. Right, so now I will be teaching you how we pack one of our big formats for the client. Very important to use the gloves.
The gloves.
Do you want to try? Don't be nervous.
I'm not nervous. My boss will pay for it.
No, he won't. He won't.
If
You're gonna
anything,
pay with on your own.
if anything bad happens.
Nothing bad will happen.
Sure.
Very simple, but very effective. Fold the opposite way.
Opposite way.
Yeah,
Opposite.
let me show you. So,
Yeah.
you do like this. Opposite.
Oh, yeah.
Like this.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait.
Here.
What happens? Oh, okay.
Easier to put up.
I saw it. There's a lock.
And good job. That's how we pack the work.
Wow. That's still a good job, okay?
Besides Hong Kong theme or urban landscape theme, I've noticed that in our gallery, landscapes, so nature settings of mountains, countryside, fields, flowers, trees, those sort of settings are very popular, especially along the local clientele. As well as maybe some abstract art or travel photography and nature photography.
A few years ago, we interviewed the CEO of Yellow Korner in Greater China area. I think it's Roman.
Yeah, Roman. Yes,
Roman
yeah.
Safati. That he told us that it's mainly expats and corporate customers who bought those artworks. Is there any change these few years?
I would say yes and no. Definitely we have a lot of clients who are expatriates or foreigners in the city, and also of course we have a lot of designer clients who need work for their clients' needs. And also for corporate sales, of course. But I've noticed in the past 4 years that I've been working for the gallery, there are a lot more young professionals coming in who are interested in learning more, and especially Hong Kongers who maybe have a bit more of a disposable income as well, yeah.
Is that big difference between locals customer and expat customers?
Yeah, I would say expatriates, they definitely love to have something like Hong Kong in their homes. You know, like street scenes, skyline shots from the harbor, from the peak, and again, the monster building. Whereas Hong Kongers, we prefer more of something a bit more peaceful to have in your home, such as maybe like seascapes or abstract work, something a bit more traditional. They want to have something a bit more calming in their home or office environment. Some clients come in for home decoration purposes. Others come in for specific projects, such as hotels or clubhouses, restaurants. Maybe they need artwork to have for decoration purposes. Other times, especially during certain seasons, gift giving purposes, so like Christmas or Chinese New Year, clients will be coming in for a present to give their loved ones. Or especially, you know, Hong Kong as a theme is very popular in the gallery. So if you have your colleague or your friend who's leaving the city after living here for a few years, they will come in a lot to buy a present from Yellow Korner.
Many people, like especially young people, younger generation, they don't want those IKEA arts or IKEA arts, yeah. Yeah, so they see Yellow Korner's photography art pieces like substitution. Do you agree with that?
I would say Yellow Korner is slightly placed in the middle between something mass-produced like IKEA and more traditional fine art galleries. The level of quality for our materials and the quality of our photographers is on par with the fine art photography gallery. But because we print larger edition sizes for our works, we're able to ensure that our prices are reduced for the retail value. This means that our artwork is able to be more accessible to even younger audiences, but still maintaining that level of quality.
And can you tell us like the most expensive artwork that you can find in Yellow Korner?
Yeah, so it depends on the size and also the photographer. So our price range is from 750 Hong Kong dollars to 70,000 Hong Kong dollars. Our most expensive work is our largest size. We call it the exception format. It's 150 centimeters by 225 centimeters.
So it's mainly like depends on the size.
Yeah, exactly. The smaller works are range from $750 to $950, and it just depends on the photographer. Each photographer has their own pricing category. So it really just depends on what stage they are in their career. And if they are what we call a best-selling work. So if they are a lot more popular, perhaps they'll be priced a little bit higher too.
So can you tell us about the low and high season of the gallery? Is there any?
Definitely,
yeah?
Definitely, yes. So I would say for Hong Kong, our peak season is always towards the end of the year and into the beginning of a new quarter. So for example, like Christmas sales, Chinese New Year period, it's very festive. There's a lot of gift-giving purposes. Also maybe for Chinese New Year, clients prefer to redecorate their homes or office according to more like feng shui purposes. So we know those are kind of our higher seasons. Low season, usually the summertime. Yeah, despite the tourists coming back, I think a lot of clients go out of town for vacation purposes, so it can be quite empty during the summer.
Or people just left Hong Kong in
Yeah,
the summertime.
especially this year, since everyone's been stuck in the city for so long with the quarantine regulations.
They all fly to Japan.
Yes, exactly. Have some seafood.
Yeah.
Even during low season, we still get a good result from some, maybe some B2B sales or something like that. So in terms of the monthly average, it definitely spikes about double towards the end of the year. And we can see a higher percentage in the average basket too.
So how about the proportion of expat customers and local customers?
About half and half.
Half. Wow.
Residential purpose, maybe 65–70%, and the rest for corporate. Yeah.
In Yellow Korner's website, it states that Yellow Korner wants to make art photography more accessible for all. How Yellow Korner pick photos of all art?
In the Paris headquarters, there is a selection committee and they're the ones who decide which photographers that we work with. Some photographers perhaps they will pursue, others maybe photographers approach the gallery, or especially for Hong Kong talent, we can also propose to headquarters which Hong Kong artists we would like to see represented. We don't have to work too hard to independently scout ourselves because photographers will come into our gallery and approach us very frequently. I would say we have a photographer coming in maybe once a week or once every couple of weeks. We'll have somebody coming in telling us that they're a photographer, showing us their portfolio. So on the website, yellowkorner.com, if you scroll to the bottom of the page, there's a submission portal for photographers to send in a little introduction about themselves and their practice. Photographers who maybe are starting out earlier in their career, and others who may be a bit more senior, a bit more mature, they're very established, so perhaps they've already won a few awards for their photography, they've already got some recognition for their work. So I think the selection committee, I assume they kind of look for a range because they really want to nurture young talents and be there to help them open their career from the beginning. In my experience, if there's a client that a photographer that we are interested in, we will have a discussion with them. They will send us their portfolio, and then maybe we will choose ourselves what we feel are the star artwork that we want to highlight to the headquarters. But at the end of the day, it's up to the selection committee. I think the selection committee, they're a little bit mysterious, but I'm always on the hunt for new talents in Hong Kong. So for example, behind you, we have a local talent chat kit. His works, I think we discovered on Instagram, and so we proposed him to the headquarters in Paris too.
Can you tell us more about, is there any change in photography trends in Hong Kong or even in the global among these years?
So in general, season by season, you'll see some, if we do any new releases from Yellow Korner globally, there'll be a spike in interest in those new photographers. But in general, the trends usually stay the same for us. So Hong Kong urban themes, landscapes are very trendy constantly. I think recently we're seeing a lot more, especially young professionals coming in, and they're looking for something a bit not so what they've seen before, something out of the ordinary. Maybe using different techniques for the photographs, maybe some overlapping with different layers in the photos, something a bit more abstract, maybe mixing different genres, maybe kind of like a collage setting. I said this word before, but edgier. Even during the COVID years when we didn't have any visitors coming to the city, we were still able to maintain a great growth due to making sure that we are keeping in touch with our repeat clients and our VIP clients, our designers too, inviting them for special promotions or events in the gallery. So we're able to maintain this good relationship with our clients. Personally for me, recently I've noticed that we have a lot of visitors coming back to Hong Kong. Maybe it's not the same place it was a few years prior, but I think we'll get there again. I believe in Hong Kong.
Oh, thank you. So thanks for everything today, Sheena.
Thank you. Glad that you can join us today.
Sure. I've been to exhibition, but never spent so much time in a gallery like this before. So it's so unique.
Great. Well, you were a natural and did a great job.
咁我哋今日咧就呢個 Yellow Korner 嘅一日嘅體驗咧就嚟到呢度差唔多啦。咁如果大家中意我哋嘅 content 咧，歡迎你哋 comment、like 同埋 subscribe 我哋 PBHK。我係阿任，下次見，拜拜。
Bye. Where he'll do some overlapping or double layering techniques with his work. And I think it really works very well with Hong Kong photographs because you can really feel the movement and the energy of the city.
Really?
Yeah. You don't agree?
Yes. What I saw is that the future of Hong Kong is very unstable. Oh.
That's a different.
Edit it.
It's okay.
Don't show that to the audience.
It's a very different interpretation than I've heard for the works.